saying as if this fucking body isn't everything they buying, and as if a nigga didn't shoot me and they picking sides. I'll be back. I'm about to go crazy. I ain't pulling up, less them hoes finna pay me. Bitch, I'm the shit, and I ain't gotta prove it. Finna go dumb since these hoes think I'm stupid. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. I'm about to go crazy,
Go crazy, make you stallion.
crazy, crazy. Bitch, I'm about to go.
I hit once, I hit twice, now it's a habit. I go cashless. Your ex nigga made you crazy. This dick make you psychopathic. If the sex tape leak and everyone see, no, it's gonna be a classic. But don't forget how quick I crop you out and change the caption. Strictly raised by pimping, not by simping. Show no sympathy. If they hate you for being you, they not securing their identity. Me, myself, and now she treat me like the Holy Trinity. Fuck a Birkin, give you a business, boss you up. Now you can buy 10 of these. Shit, whatever I say, bring your city, now it's mine for however long I stay. Bitch, play me, well that's my bad. Forever let her play. My mama pray for me, she better pray for whoever in my way. Now how many besties done up there left me? Who claim they my dog and just my pet peeves? Who tried to double back and triple text me? Fuck, I look like stressing over these hoes that stress
I'll
me.
be back. I'm about to go crazy. I ain't pulling up, let some hoes finna pay me. Bitch, I'm the shit, and I ain't gotta prove it. Finna go dumb since these hoes think I'm stupid. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. Bitch, I'm about to go. A bitch can't check me, can't disrespect me. A shot can't hit me if it's sent indirectly. Hoes can't see me with this rap in a fashion. Bitch, you know I'm fire. You can't drag a drag. Be patient. Now I'm on some female shit. Bitch, I'm anxious. Hoes talking cash shit, but can't make a payment. Carnivore, I'ma eat up any bitch you pay me. 40-inch long black weave like Morticia. Applying so much pressure to these hoes, they getting blisters. I'ma buy it twice so my shoes got sisters. I only want a nigga on my birthdays and Christmas. Mean girl, I ain't letting bitches see a better. I'm about to go crazy. I ain't pulling up, less them hoes finna pay me. Bitch, I'm the shit, and I ain't gotta prove it. Finna go dumb since these hoes think I'm stupid. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. Bitch, I'm about to go crazy.
About to go ignorant, rich with the benefits. Crook in my dick shit, looking like 10 to 6. Used to hit the dealership, let it make a drop off. Stars in my roof, I don't have to take the top off. Tony going crazy, had your ass knocked off. Charm on my neck, looking like a fucking softball. Your hoe just left, yeah, she a southpaw. Asshole. She a southpaw.
And I ain't gotta prove it. Finna go dumb since these hoes think I'm stupid. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. I'm about to go crazy, 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 crazy. Bitch, I'm about to go crazy.
I'm going to talk about him first because a lot of y'all, that is a hood, otherwise known as Michael Jerome Thomas, who has a history of DVing women, okay? His ex-wife tried to come to this app to tell people that he was abusing her, and there was certain people that platformed him. There are certain people that not only platformed him, but defended him, okay? I want y'all to understand. He had a 10-year house arrest bid when he got arrested for these crimes. They sure did. Y'all platformed him. Y'all exposed your audience to his behavior. I personally hope that he gets hit with an habitual and spends the rest of his life in prison. Because I was here in 2021 when he beat his girlfriend within an inch of her life and left her in her bedroom in front of her kids. That woman is no longer here. But I told y'all. And y'all thought that you knew everything. Y'all shamed the victim who came to this app. Thanks, Thunk. Came to this app to tell y'all. Y'all are supporting the wrong person. No accountability, though. This is why people don't take you seriously. This is why. I want you to understand, Itty, I'm talking to you. Nobody gives a fuck what you say. Do you understand that? Nobody gives a shit what you say. You could continue making fucking 20-minute videos. How exhausting. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. Y'all allowed a dangerous man on your platforms exposing your audiences to him. You should be ashamed of yourself because you were told and you chose to defend him. Not you could defend the without bashing the accused. That's where y'all fucked up. You bashed that victim. Nothing to say about it though. Just going on and on and on. You look ridiculous, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. She is irrelevant. You're absolutely right. But you owe her an apology. But we all know you're not good with those, right? We all know that you're not good with that type of behavior, which is why your platform is in the gutter. Just so you know. Patterns. Amen. You know how many people hit me up and they're like, I noticed patterns because I stay talking about it because it is the most, it is such a good predictor. Patterns. When I started talking about him again, because I was involved with the original call out in 2021, right? When I started talking about him again, he had 8 domestic violence charges on his record. 8. That was before I came into contact with Tatted, which makes 9. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but DV, if he's gotten charged 9 times, do you know how many women there were? Not everybody files charges. I know she did. He wasn't charged every time he put his hands on a woman. So if he's got 9 convictions, okay, I want y'all to think about how many didn't make it there. All of y'all that were loud and proud defending that man and shaming that woman, all of y'all owe her an apology. All of y'all. Sorry, y'all. Thank you. I was distracted. Real quick, I know, yes, A-Hood. Let me pull up his page for you. He used to have 1 million followers. In the beginning, he had 1 mil. When we first called him out, he had about 1 million. No longer. He tried to come into my chat one day and run his mouth. Boy, and I will call you a boy. You need to sit all the way the fuck down. Okay? Oh, sorry, I'm looking. Also, Ashley. Ashley, just so you know, that account, they emailed me more proof today. Also, it's kind of weird. Why would I need you? Why would I need you for clout, girl? You realize that my platform has fucking grown 20 times since I stopped talking about you. Maybe you were hindering me. Possible, right? But don't ever fix your mouth to say that I need you for views. Because I don't. How many people you got in your lives, Ashley? Hi, Squishy. I'm talking about Miss Ashy Cat. Hi, W. I'm talking about Miss Ashy Cat. Because you didn't have to make that video lying. And now you thought that you were just going to make a video and try to explain. You lied. That's what it was. You lied. You lied. And now I want you to understand that the LabCorp investigation was still open and they now have your text messages confirming that you were behind that account and that you hacked it. Just so you know, I have those. Just because I haven't posted them doesn't mean I don't have them. So, good job proving that you're still the same old piece of shit you've always been. You know what I mean? Good job. Oh, she's worse. At least Gabby, this one used fent while she was pregnant. Gross. And she tried to make a video. She tried to make a video saying, oh, I trusted a friend. I also know that you happen to be threatening people behind the scenes because those texts got out. See, if you're really, let me tell you something. I have never, okay? There has never been a time that I have been worried about my text messages or my DMs getting out. Do you know why that is? Anybody know why that is? I don't really care, to be honest. Hold, please. I don't care. If my text messages come out, there is nothing. Hi, Tatted. That one right there. That's the one you owe the apology to. Tatted boss. All of y'all. owe her an apology. Yes, because I don't say one thing over here and then say another thing over here. Hi, Cal. And then another thing over there. That's just not how I move. If I have relationships with people, I do not talk shit about them. That's not what I do here. So I don't worry about that. But you lied, knowing that those DMs, you knew that it was factual. Truth never changes. Ever. Right? And the truth can be manipulated. Right? Don't get me wrong. There are things that I omit. Right? There are things that I omit in a public setting because of reasons, investigations, Gabby. There are things that I omit publicly. Right? But I promise you, I don't lie. Yeah, she's live right now. 200 people in there. What's the matter, Ash? Wonder how many of those are actually typing in your chat and not just there to troll you. All right. That was that. So I did get an email from... also, I think that we all should remember that the Jess Shafty, Magic Jess, who was Gabby's mod that lives with a you-know-what, is also Ashley's mod. Just so everybody is aware of that. Don't know if you are. Now you are. And I know that there's some concerns about people thinking that account is Jess. You're welcome, Hollywood. It is not Jess. Okay? It is not Jess. I'm not going to say hi because I'm not going to say how I know. But I know. Also, you're very welcome. Also, so yeah, if you want to sit in a room with somebody that lives with a convicted P3DO, that's your prerogative. Me, I choose not to share spaces with people like that. That's just my thing, right? Whatever, anything ever happened, I can't, that's another one. Can't talk about much publicly. What I can say is that, he gave Mac the camper for more reasons than just homelessness. And there are people that are aware of that. So, next. Gabby. Girl. If you know what he did before he started scamming on TikTok, then you have an idea what he was doing with the camper. What he was having Mac do in the camper, right? But Mac I think he got 5 years. He'll wind up doing 3. Oh, another thing. There are multiple accounts that are not me, okay? One of them is Psycho Mindy. If y'all know who Mindy is, she's quite crazy. And she is using my name to get followers. Is that the most followers you've ever had, Mindy? Just wondering. And Spread Love is the other one, correct. So I want y'all to be aware, if y'all are in, Lily Grace, are you here? One is Spread Love, one is Mindy. It is not me. Okay? So just be aware. Be aware of who you are following, or I will always use my own account, right? Even on Reddit. I'm not anonymous on Reddit. I'm not anonymous on Discord. I always use my face. She sure does, Chrissy. Gabby, where did I get that clip from? There was a clip sent to me of her this morning. Yeah, I will always use my... It's so strange, isn't it? Isn't it weird? Ah, thank you. Liar Boss. Thank you. Girl. You're right. My bad. Anonymous. Lawyer Boss, you could continue to spiral on your page. We told you that this was going to be the way. And, I don't. I really don't. And trust me, when I was in the box of 3 this morning, I was in her box and I was trying to get through my notifications while I was in the box. I don't hide. Liar Boss does have another account. And I just, this is how I feel about it. Don't follow them. Lori, the Lorries, the lawyer bosses. Don't follow them. For what? You'll see it. Other people post their shit. I think that I favorited it, so I'm going back to look for it. But she was big bad this morning. And Gabs, just so you know, this didn't make you look good.
Right
you
now,
know,
guys.
it just didn't.
Normally, I don't have the time, and I would never hurt anybody the way that you hurt somebody. See, my life is great. I'm happy. I love myself. I have a good home. I have my child who I love, a mom, a sister. I'm great. I'm not miserable that I can make somebody else miserable. I don't have time to I'm so mad at myself and I hate myself and I'm so miserable with myself that I'm going to go on and make somebody else's life hell so I can feel better about myself. I don't do that. Then prove it.
Can I get a smiley face in the chat if you're miserable?
Let's talk about the screenshots, the text messages that you guys falsified and made me look like I'm the one that wrote it. And you know what? TikTok called you out.
Girl, just so you know, because they hate each other, just so you know, your devices could be. Your devices, listen, your devices will tell more than I could ever dig up proof. Right? It's not our fault that you lied. Oh shit, you just reminded me about something. It's not my fault that you lied to that investigator. And now that he knows that you have a much bigger part in this, you're gonna act like this? Hi, Chismet.
Let's talk about that.
Meditate is a beautiful thing.
Right, but I'm the problem, right? Got it. Whatever. Showed what?
I'm telling you.
Oh, you don't remember Naya?
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No idea.
Got it.
I can't wait.
Got it. Okay.
Facts. Amen. Hi, Tatsa Queen. Haven't seen you in a minute. Don't rub it in, Naps. Don't rub it in. Thank you, Carrie.
That page was Aaron. And when you guys were stalking me and I was keeping my head down, I got off the internet for a little bit.
Thanks for the clue, babe, of where to look for the comments. Appreciate it.
When you speak about my child, when you do things that are hurting our family, what do you think? Because every time we come into a live, oh, there's Gabby. Oh, there's Gabby. There's Aaron. And then you guys start like going on, and then it's a whole big deal. So what we had to do was go undercover and kind of fit into the group and just kind of lay low. That's what we did.
Why did you have to do that? Thank you. Why did you?
Bad taste.
Huh? You said
I said we're just lucky girls have bad taste.
lucky girls have bad taste.
No.
What you mean we got bad taste?
No, girls have bad taste. It's the redeeming quality for men. Poor judgment.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm nah. You are somebody's bad taste. How about that?
I know. Please. I'm not insulting you. I'm saying it's a great thing for men in general that you have bad taste. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, you are. I was like,
know.
why all the good looking dudes are taken or they're gay. Tell me about it. Like when I was in Santa Monica, there was this fine looking dude. It was like so fun. And I stalked his social media. It turned out he's gay. I was like, dang. Not that he can't be gay. He's allowed to do what he wants. But like it's sad because I'm like, dang, like it's so beautiful. It's so fun. And it comes out, you have a whole man. I was like, you're taken. I mean, even if he wasn't gay, he'd probably be taken by another female. So
I wish I was gay.
that's the way the world works.
It'd be
Huh?
so much easier if I was gay. I wish I was gay.
I thought you were gay when I first met you.
Everyone thinks I'm gay. I went to the club when Girlie was dancing, and she said that all of the strippers thought I was gay.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry? I don't care.
Nah, going to gay clubs are so much fun than regular clubs. I'm not gonna lie, but we ain't doing that anymore.
Okay, this is amazing. So I opened the drawer in my hotel room. I just got here, right? And it's got a Bible, and it's got a Book of Mormon, and it's got a condom.
Doesn't every hotel have those?
I don't know. Well, so most hotels I stay at, they do have them, but they're in the minibar.
Mm.
They have like a little kit with like a condom and lube and some other shit.
Oh wow. Oh, I need to go eat food. My chest is hurting. Something's hurting. Something's rumbling and tumbling. But anyways, guys.
Don't buy any more courses, bitch.
I'm
If they
not
had
gonna buy
money, they
any
wouldn't
more
need yours.
courses.
If they knew how to make money, they wouldn't be needing your money.
Okay, I did buy one course, like one ebook. I don't really like buying courses. Actually never bought courses. I bought an ebook from an influencer that I followed. I've been following her for a couple of years now. So I bought her ebook and it had really good information in it. So it was worth to buy. It was like maybe like $10. It was not that bad. But the courses, I agree. The courses are not, no.
There's so many people that are faking wealth out here. There's so many people that just fake wealth out here, man.
I know. And for me, it's like I can never come across a mindset of like faking it. Like that just makes me so uncomfortable. Just like trying to get a sugar daddy. Like I could never like coerce somebody just to get the money out of them. Like that makes me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I go to so many places that I could definitely like be rocking a fake influencer lifestyle.
You so can, for real. You literally can. You so easily can. That's what somebody like me, it's like it's gonna take a minute for me to even get there, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, like what? I think it's like 15 countries this year so far.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's 10 guys on you. Okay, Mr. Unreal. Appreciate your gift.
Guys, there's 10 guys on my help.
No, there's somebody in the comments saying there's 10 guys on them help.
On my help.
Yeah, like guys, there's 10 guys on me help.
My.
Oh, on my help. They didn't spell that right, but
Really? or they're saying they have 10 servants? They're on me help. Maybe they're Irish and they have 10 servants.
maybe they are Irish and they have 10 servants. But I've never been to Ireland, so I don't know.
Well, I went to Belfast and to Dublin earlier this year.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was really cool. I'm probably gonna go back in a few weeks.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Hmm.
How is Shadi doing? She's still in Seattle?
Yeah. We're going.
Crazy.
I'm coming back to Seattle, and then we're gonna go down to Portland for the weekend.
Nice. How did she afford her place? Can I ask you that?
What do you mean?
Because like I know she's not working. Like, is she working a full-time job?
She works a bunch of jobs, girl.
Oh, that makes sense. Because like she was saying how she doesn't even know how she's gonna afford her place, but she probably figured out.
She has to move, actually.
Yeah, no, I like her place. It's really nice.
Well, the owner is selling it. So
She moved?
She has to.
Yeah.
She has to move because the owner's selling it.
I should hit her up and see if she wants a roommate.
I think she do because she was asking me, but I haven't moved back yet.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll hit her up. I got a new number, so she's probably gonna be like, "Who this?" But yeah, I'll hit her up because huh?
And she probably already forgot who you were anyway,
I don't think
even if
so.
you had
'Cause
the same number.
she on my TikTok all the time. So
It's a joke. It's a joke.
you, Mama Joe, come
She was
here.
talking about you. She was talking about you a couple of days ago.
She's so sweet.
She was saying that you waste your time with mid-ass men.
Who?
Mid-ass men.
Yeah, no. She knows about the. Do you remember me talking about Mo?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was there when
I
that
knew
whole
who she
shit
was talking
happened.
about.
Yeah, no, she was there. She was there when that happened, and so we are not friends anymore. And thank the Lord, but I feel
Well,
so
that's fine.
bad. 'Cause I didn't want
You
to
find
hurt
another
her.
mid-ass man to waste your time on.
She's in her 30, right?
Yeah.
So she does realize I'm still young and still figuring out shit.
No.
Give me a break.
Girl, you don't. Here, I want to say this. You still young. You don't know if you're figuring out shit. You don't know if you're figuring out shit till after it's been figured out. Otherwise, you
I
just
know.
fuck it up.
Right?
Right?
Right, that part's yeah. No,
You don't.
no.
You
I
don't
feel
know
so
which
bad
is
for
which.
her. Yeah, I feel so bad because he straight up just was a turd on the phone and like was mean and mad and angry, and she had to call him back to talk to him. I'm like, just leave him alone. He's got and she did so much for us, and the way he was acting was just rude, and like I felt so bad. Felt so bad, but I
Yeah,
can't control it.
it's fine. She's a pain in the ass too.
Yeah, we both know that.
But also, I love her. She's great. Like we barely survived when she came to Japan with me. We barely survived that trip.
Oh
We was about
yeah,
to kill each
he told
other.
me. He told me how she
Yeah,
wanted to get on a flight home.
she did. She left early.
Yeah, she said she was so mad at you guys.
Yeah. She, I mean, whatever. We have not talked about it, and I don't think we ever will. I
Oh
don't deal with
well,
my
yeah.
problems. I don't deal with my problems. I just move past them.
That's kind of like my family, but I'm breaking generational curse. So if we have a problem, we're talking about it.
Yeah, we'll see about
And
that.
like people like Mo, I tried to talk to him about a problem we had, and he didn't want to hear it. So that's when I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Cause
Yeah, that's fair. Like you just gotta weigh if it's worth it or not. And for me, most of the time, I'm just like, nah. For me, most of the time, I'm just like, nah. So my rule, if you're not,
Does it? They all do it. Gabby does it, as you're about to hear, because this little rant fucked you all the way up.
We just made a username and we just Aaron wanted to spy. You were talking about us. You were bringing us down. I already told the authorities about what I did.
No, you
I don't
didn't.
lie about anything. I'm
No,
truthful.
you didn't. No, you didn't. You gave him a one-sided narrative, okay? A very one-sided narrative. Fact.
Because you know what? Eventually, here's the thing, you guys. Eventually, the truth comes out, right?
Amen.
So why lie?
Amen. Exactly.
Why lie and say, because eventually it's going to come out.
You're right.
I've learned that.
Seeking it
It's
is
not
not harassment.
funny.
You're right. It's not funny. I don't
Well,
think it's
then
funny.
the truth comes out, right?
But wait a second. Before you went to court, right? Before you went to court, right? She was all, wait until you see the truth. What happened?
When you lie, when I lie, or whatever, the truth eventually comes out.
Some of us don't actually lie, though. You understand that?
So let's just sit back and wait.
Okay.
What's the point in getting all
I
wild
am
up?
a very patient person, okay? You have no idea what I know, what I don't say. You have no idea. Big man.
It'll happen eventually.
It sure will. It sure will. It sure will.
Wild up, I don't know.
Yeah, why are you so riled up?
Come on, let's go.
It's a good question, isn't it? Hi, Kick Rocks. Why are you so mad? Triggered.
You guys are missing the point. I'm not falling for your BS.
Everybody else is missing the point? Is that how it goes? Everybody else misses the point. You're the only one that gets it? Thank you, Wendy.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to do here. It's called a bait game. And you're baiting me into something and I'm not falling for it. So just stop.
What? Who's baiting what? Hi, Give It Talk. Who? What the fuck?
Stop while you're ahead.
Somebody,
Let's go.
you know. I know.
I will speak to the truth with the authorities. That's what
But you didn't. We know that. We know that you didn't. I don't know. Hi, Chrissy.
I will do.
I know.
I do not have to prove anything to you, but I will speak to the authorities and I will show them everything.
But you didn't until we did. Now you're gonna do it? Wait. Let me get this right. You didn't tell him the truth until we did? And you think that makes you look good to him? Hollywood was here before I got banned. So wait a second. You didn't tell him any of that before. Now you're gonna tell him? Okay. You think that's gonna be affected? Tell the goddamn truth about what's going on.
No, but I'm just saying.
Are you good? Do you need a 5150? Lord, how embarrassing.
If I'm going to show proof
You don't have to
and
show
show
us
evidence,
proof. Show them proof.
I really should just hand that over.
You should have.
Because you're the one.
You should have before we did. Okay? Do you understand what you look like now? Do you think that that man is going to take anything you say seriously? Now that he knows that you had that chance and you didn't, but we did. Hi, Nikki.
One that's calling, you're the one that's calling many different resources trying to say that I did something that I didn't. So I showed the evidence myself. I'm like, nope, they're lying. Here's the proof.
We're lying about what? What did we lie to him about? You're right. You're right. Withholding it is lying. She should have told him, oh, by the way, I've made accounts before to do this stuff that I'm accusing these people of myself. But she didn't. She didn't tell him anything. We did.
I need to protect myself too.
Good luck with that.
If you're going to try and tear me down, I have every right to stand up.
Hey, Gab, just so you know, all you had to do was tell the truth. You hear me? All you had to do was tell the truth. That's it. That's all anybody wanted you to do. You make it this huge, what up, sugar? You make it this huge thing when it really is just as simple as telling the truth.
And do what I need to do to protect myself and my family.
Good luck with that.
Sorry.
Good luck.
Like it or not.
I don't really care, to be honest.
It's not my problem that you hate me so much.
Girl, I don't hate anybody on the internet. Do you realize that I, unlike you, hit this end button and go about my day? Do you understand that? Or no? Does it make sense to you? You're the only one that sits live fucking 20 hours a day. Nobody else does that. The fuck? Crazy. It's crazy.
I'm not going to go cry.
She was big man. Big man, y'all. big. I don't know. Cape Coral. This is Gabby. I don't think so.
I can't.
Hi, Marianne.
Can't.
You know what?
What?
So let me explain. I agree. But let me explain this, right? When you try to go to authorities, and let's just say she didn't tell them the truth. I know that for a fact. She did not give them a fraction of the truth. She pretty much told the things that she says on the internet. That's exactly what she told them. But there's a lot of history there, right? This is from this morning. There's a lot of history there. And guess what? An investigator's job is to investigate, right? So this was always going to happen. He was always going to come into contact with somebody that could give the actual truth. You follow me? If let me explain to you. I've been around women that have been stalked, okay? They do not tell people where they're going, what they're doing, show their house, outside, inside, surroundings. They are very secluded about their plate where they are. But she thinks she's going to get people on aggravated stalking. It's never going to happen. It is never going to happen. I've said it before and I will say it again. I have over 100 emails of people that you have offended on this platform. You have a history of trying to take people to court and the court throwing it out for lack of evidence. The 700 screenshots that you gave the investigator are not going to do anything. People are allowed to have an opinion on your behavior on the internet. If you wanted, this is what's always so fucking crazy to me, y'all. One action would cut half of what she deals with in half. One action. Accountability. Taking accountability and apologizing to the people that she hurt. Everybody wouldn't take it. I'm not saying that they would, right? Everybody would not accept it, but a decent amount would. A decent amount would. Because we're humans. People expect us to fuck up, right? It just is the way it is, right? All of us make mistakes. However, you can't just go around and hurt people and expect there to be no consequences for it. And in the meantime, what you're going to have a really hard time finding is the ones that you try to accuse of these behaviors doing them. Because it's not things that we do. Hi, Lumpy. Thank you. It's not things we do. And that's what you're not realizing, Gabby. You're not understanding that every time you go live and there's a stream and all of us are sitting in there, you're literally screenshotting the chat, but it's not us. Because we're in the streams. You don't realize that, I guess. You don't realize that. But I'll tell you one thing. You keep threatening people in DMs and they're all being sent. They're all being sent over. Okay? We don't do that. We don't threaten you. You do an awful lot of threatening now. Publicly, privately, etc. It's unfortunate, but you are going to learn the hard way. You're going to learn the hard way. And just so everybody understands, I don't care. Accountability is my goal. I don't care what that looks like. I don't care. Right? If you take it publicly and you apologize, etc. and that I typically move on. If it looks like you being held accountable with the cops and the courts, that's you being held accountable. Not something that I would continue with, if you will. But what I will do is provide proof to the investigators. I will absolutely do that. And that's the difference between you and I. I won't lie to them. You already destroyed your credibility with him. It's not a game. It's really sad that she doesn't get it. she really doesn't get it. She doesn't understand that quite literally the only person that is losing is her. None of us are in these situations, wiling out on the internet, embarrassing ourselves. We're not losing time that we could be spending with our families. You are. You're doing that. And I'll just be honest, I think that all kids should be kept off the internet. I really do. It's always been, thank you. It's always been the way I feel. And I understand that there are people that post their children. I wouldn't, just because I know where there are sick people and I see where it winds up. But this is something completely different. There's a difference between somebody posting a happy video with their kids or whatever and exploitation. Big difference here. There's a huge difference here. And once you do a great job at covering them, so does Blah. Once it's out there, it's out there. It's out there. You have no control over where those photos are going. Do you understand that? I would almost bet my life that if you did a search, that there are photos of your kid on the dark web. You're not protecting him. That's terrible. Terrible. It's sad. It's unfortunate. Because as his mother, certain things should take precedence over something else. His safety should come first. And you don't do that. I agree, Kate. I agree. It's strange, right? Because I always see, I always think that one can't get worse than the other, right? And every time I'm surprised. Every single time. Listen, I do want to be clear. I find him to be just as much as the problem. Because I saw that there is no way that if I were in this situation, I would not pick my kid up and leave. There's no way. Absolutely not. And it's unfortunate because they all just act like it's completely normal. And it's not. Gabby, you pissed off a lot of people yesterday. I don't know if y'all heard. I agree. Useless. I don't know if y'all heard. She said, what difference does it make if he's autistic? Well, normally nobody would care. But you made it your entire personality for the last 2 years. You did. Nobody else. You did that. You centered your entire platform around that kid being autistic, wearing pants, autism mom, remember? So normally people would not care. People would be happy. Good, right? Good for you. Not the way you used it. And Unicorn, I normally find, isn't it the other way? Honestly, like, shouldn't it be the other way? Wouldn't you be relieved or happy? But she wants a label so bad. And for attention, and to excuse the shitty parenting, and that's just terrible to me. That's awful to me. And I think that, special needs moms are gonna be pissed off, and they have the right to be. Sadly for you, it's all for attention for her. It all leads back to attention for her. Terrible. It really is awful to me. Because, right, and you don't, right, exactly, Sunshine, right? Typically, parents, let me back up. Let me use my experience, right? I fought a label. I wanted to make sure that this was the diagnosis before I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's not doing that. She wants the other way. That's what's sad to me. No, it's the baby. He's yelling. Right. So she did both, actually, right? Find out. I think it's sick for you to be laughing about DV. DV is not funny. And I think it's especially sick that you're laughing about DV knowing That's in your history. That's the problem. Hi, Pineapple. That's the problem that people have with you, is that there are people that deal with the situations that you try to exploit on a daily basis. A daily basis. People struggle with these things. And yet, you don't think you owe anybody anything. That's crazy. Because you do. For the delay, I'm sure. I know, Detective, I know. I'm sorry, I missed that. They fly on my end, y'all. Right, she's not rage baiting or hurting people. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. And then when you said don't use purple hearts in the chat, right? I wouldn't want people to use purple hearts in your chat either. It takes a lot of work, right? Because you got to realize, with the internet in America, at least, because I know that there are people in different countries in America, it is free speech, right? So to take, I've seen it happen with people that scammed. They were banned from the internet, like they received money on multiple occasions, large amounts of money. I've seen them be, it's got to be ordered by a judge, but it can happen, and I've only ever heard of it happening once, because you do run into this space where it's freedom of speech. You know what isn't protected speech, Gabrielle? Lies. No. Lies. The truth is an absolute defense. The truth will always be protected speech. Opinions, protected speech. If somebody gets on this app and calls you a liar, that is protected speech. And that sucks for you. And you've been doing this thing. I agree, Smurfette. I agree. And I just want to be 100% like clear about it. I haven't gone back and started digging yet. I probably won't get to it until I get to Florida. Thank you, Tracy. But I do plan on doing it. And you also leave out, right? The GoFundMe's were fraudulent. There's multiple too. There was one about seizures and all kinds of crazy shit. But you have been saying this, when the truth comes out, for I don't even know how long. But everything, I see it all the time. I see it all the time coming out of your mouth. Oh, wait until you find out the truth, but then no truth is ever given. Next week. And listen, people wouldn't have the problems that they have with you if you were honest and you apologized for hurting people. Which it's clear that you have no intentions on doing. If I hurt people like that, I would not be able to, I would want to apologize. Is that it? Do you not understand? I don't believe that. I was gonna say, do you not realize the pain that you caused people? But I don't believe that, because I had several people in my box after the miscarriage situation. So I know you heard it. So you do know that you hurt people. She doesn't care. Also, Feisty, are you here? There were text messages from one of her mods that I saw a couple of weeks back, where she admits pretty much that the miscarriage was faked. Do you remember that? Because I saw it weeks ago. So if you could admit it privately, why can't you admit it publicly? Just wondering. Hi, Melina. Because to me, like, anything, it's weird to me. To me, like, when you can admit things privately, it shouldn't be such a big deal for you to admit it publicly. Celtics as a rage bait. Hi, Boxer Mom. As a rage bait. And I really wish that people would stop going in there. She has no self-awareness or empathy. You're right. You're right. There are so many accounts that are streaming her now, y'all. There's so many. And to her, it is a numbers game. More numbers, more people, right? More people, more being pushed into the algorithm. Just don't do it. Also, everybody that is subscribed, that is not a streaming account, cancel your subscriptions. She gets paid for them in a few days.
Power off.
Quit subbing. Listen, the best thing when it is she is live, when there is a content creator that, thank you, Spoiled, when there is a content creator and you do not agree with their actions, right, to pay for her tattoo, I'm going to talk about that as well. The best thing for you to do is not engage. They need that engagement. Don't engage. Even if you're blocked, I would still go in and cancel the subs. The tattoo is the most ridiculous oxymoron I've ever seen in my life. Okay? If you tell somebody shh, it means be quiet. Okay? I'm not caught up either, so don't worry about it. You're not missing anything. That means be quiet. So why would you say I will not be silenced when this literally means silence? Anybody? And I find it so crazy that if somebody types in the chat how to cancel the subscription, can a mod pin it, please? I find it so crazy that you don't have a tattoo for your family members, your son, your fiance. I saw the notification come through. Thank you. But thank you. I appreciate you. But you're going to get a tattoo for TikTok. And I could promise you, this tattoo on my arm, okay? This tattoo, which pretty much wraps around my whole arm, okay, was $750. Your tattoo will not be $100, $1,000. It will not happen. Okay? I don't know what happened in my chat, y'all, but I lost it. There we go. Sorry. It is not a thing. That tattoo will not cost you $1,000. Because this one, they typically bill at $1,000 and $100 an hour, right? Look at the line work in this tattoo. 7 hours, $750. Hi, how are you?
Hey, can I put in some 2 cents on the IEP situation?
Sure can.
So I just found all that ironic with her being like, I have to get them this, they don't have that. Funny, I had an IEP meeting for my child this week, right? And they had everything in front of them to present to me. They even had an updated diagnosis, and they knew my child weaned himself off of meds because they contacted my doctor, because you check that box on the forms when you start 504s and IEPs. I just found that a little silly. That
I had so many people contact me trying to show me their IEPs. I've seen enough to know what I'm looking at. Bye, Michelle. Get a life, girl. Stop being vile on the internet.
Yeah, I was like, I've never had to. The most I had to provide them with was permission to contact.
Right. You have to
anybody
she's blocked, and she will continue to be blocked. I agree. More than one. I saw more than one IEP, more than 2, probably about 3 or 4, and they all were pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So it's super weird to me that she couldn't provide a single document. And why would the school be asking her for that?
Yeah, like my son, he just before he turned 13, he stopped taking his ADHD meds, and I honestly have forgot to tell them. Like, he's been doing great. His doctor knows, because I told her. And I got into the meeting, they're like, so Tyler hasn't taken his meds in 1.5 years? I'm like, oh yeah, like I didn't even tell you that. And then I heard her whole rant, and I was like, huh, that's funny.
I listen, Jules. I 100% believe. I know they're onto her. Do you think that CPS is not aware that she tells the internet, "Hi, Miracles," that her son? They see it. I promise you, they see it.
Or when the whole strep thing, my child was laid up with strep at the same time, and that child was glued to the couch with a 102-degree fever for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
She was not playing in a pool and running around outside and making me psychotic.
Mm-mm. No, and there was somebody sent me a screenshot of a medication that was on her cabinet, opened, controlled substance, open on the counter, is wild, with a fucking 4-year-old running around, a liquid at that, you know. So it's sad that it's sad to me.
Yeah, it's all messy. A couple years ago, one of my sons got my other son's EpiPen and jabbed himself in the thumb, and we landed in the ER for monitoring. And let me tell you, they had the state on me before I got home and pulled in my driveway.
I bet.
And it was a freak accident. I didn't even know. My son put it in the junk drawer instead of putting it away in the medicine cabinet. And one of the younger kids got a hold of it. But like,
I got her wrong.
I didn't even know it was there. And I had them on me quicker than I even knew they made contact. When it comes to medication, it's not a game.
I agree. And the fact that she doesn't think that the pool, she tried to lie to the guy, first of all.